Like, how y'all doing? How are y'all surviving? It's getting rough out here.
Not want him to worry about finances. I told him that he can max out his 401k, invest in his Roth, just leftover, then we can use for life. Now,
in servitude to a lazy ass man that's taking advantage of you. I spend the next 3 days braiding my own hair.
Can I just get a man who wanna split the bills?
Better lock you one person down because it's too expensive out here to be alone.
Yeah, you getting the money, but women are managing it most of the time because men are idiots.
Nobody is talking about how expensive it is to be single, okay? Because when you're single, you don't have anybody that's out here buying you food, helping you with the bills, and if something breaks, you don't have no handy dandy man around the house that's like, oh, I got it, babe, I'll fix it when I get home, or whenever he decide to fix it. No, you either got to get on YouTube University, or you got to go pay somebody. You got to go pay somebody else's man to come in your house and fix it for you. It's too expensive to be single, and people want to be out here cheating, and you better lock you one person down because it's too expensive out here to be alone. Okay? Don't just go lock down anybody, make sure they respectful and they love you. But y'all also got to understand it's a business. A relationship is really a business, okay? You got to invest in one another, and I need somebody to come invest into me because it's expensive to be single. Yeah, I want somebody to buy me some food, pick me up some food on the way home, or buy me something just because. I don't know.
You don't know, but men do. Why do men know? Because men spend more money when they with you. They don't save money. Men spend more money when they with you. They waste money. Spend more money when they with you. They save money when they without you. And that is the problem. It's different. If you need a guy to go 50-50 and split them bills down the middle, I'll tell you this though. Some ladies are willing. I'm sure if she had to go 50-50, she'd probably even go 50-50 on dates because it takes being alone to realize. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was by myself, when I was living in New York and upstate, well, what I would do, I was single. So the only thing I did, if I wanted to splurge, you know what splurging for me was? Getting myself a pizza. Seriously, I would get a pizza whenever I wanted to feel like, oh, I did something for myself. Or I would get myself some Chinese food. You see how simple men are? Simple and plain, baby. Simple and plain. That's the best way to keep it.
You know what nobody's talking enough about? How expensive it is to just be a woman. Boy, I tell you what, if I were to pull out my Medea calculator and calculate all the ducats that I have spent just trying to be an adequate part of the female population, y'all wouldn't believe it. Listen, dermatologist this week for me and BB, we're trying to get our skin in order, right? This hyperpigmentation, right? Cispera. Y'all don't know what it costs. Blew me away. Then we got home, we got 2 to 3 other prescriptions per person to try to keep ourselves looking like some baby. Then you got to have a face wash. You got to have a certain moisturizer. You need your lash boost because you want your lashes to pop. You need the curls to be popping, so you got natural hair products. You need your nails to be right, baby. Brianna's getting her hair braided. I got to get mine done next week. Yeah. So fellas, if you got a lady in your life, she is out here fighting a good fight. So drop something in her Cash App today. Drop some on her Venmo. Drop something in her Apple Pay. Because, baby, we out here on the struggle bus just trying to be a...
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
adequate part of the population. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Holla if you hear me. Roll time.
That's not a deal a man wants to sign up for, right? If it's bills and you need some help, but that's not what you're complaining about. But you want to be able to do the extras. That's the problem. And guys don't hate you. It's only that we know you, and we know you very well. And we know, and look what you said. Look what you resorted to. I know you're joking. You're just trying to make a TikTok, but you're dead serious, right? It's always some seriousness in the jokes. You may not be feeling it, but you are actually. You know why I know you're feeling it? I look at what's happening in the market, right? You look at what's going on with the furloughs. Everybody, oh, I'm about to lose my house. Like, how? People are not planning. Like, seriously, emergency savings is a thing. And you know how much you should have? To me, I see myself as emergency savings 10 to 12 months. Actually, 12 months. If you can do better, make it 2 years, right? If all your bills can be paid off for 2 years, do you know how much get back money you have? Woo! And that's why we tell people when you're living in the West, you're living in the matrix. They're not going to learn.
And I got to speak on this because I be saying this all the mother effing time. I'm not, listen, can I just get a man who wanna split the bills? Why is you bitches steady talking about pay all the bills, pay all the bills? Bitch, take half these motherfuckers. Do you know what half will fuck do for me if somebody wanna come in and just do half? Bitch, and then how about you take the rent, I take the utilities? I don't give a split the goddamn shit right the out. Split it 50-50, goddamn it. You always want to pass up on a nigga cause he ain't paying all. Bitch, please take half these mother bills. Please take them all, bitch. Take them all.
Not listening. I'm not listening.
I'm sorry. Take half. That's what I meant to say. I got worked up. Take half the bills, please.
Half!
What is wrong with you hoes?
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's how it feels. When you're in the US and those bills, they tend to stack up. Because I'll tell you what happens, right? You ladies get ahead of yourselves. Like, I'll give you an example. You'll get a raise at work. And what do? You say, you know what? I see that new car I liked. Yeah, I think I need to go get that car. Or, yeah, I see that Gucci bag. Yeah, I seen that girl. Girl, you seen that Gucci? Like, for instance, even when y'all talk to each other, right? To guys, it's nonsense because we don't talk about things like that. But to you, oh, you seen that Gucci bag? Oh, yeah, I'm getting that, girl. Yeah. You want to go shopping? Taking somebody out to waste money. And you see it all the time, right? When you ladies go out, I've saw videos and you're sitting around and I seen ladies in a restaurant. It was nothing but ladies. And they said, all of the ladies are right on their own. Where are the men? At home. Because that's the smart thing to do. And that's the smartest place to be. Why? Because that's a place where you're not doing this.
You're mostly just working to pay for food and petrol and getting to work, and that's about it, really.
Millions in the UK are struggling as the cost of living crisis deepens.
The cost of living crisis is making my life challenging.
And a growing number of studies are showing women are hit the hardest.
The cost of living crisis, pandemic, all of them, they have affected women and children the most.
Women are more likely to be paid less than men and more likely to be in insecure work like 0-hour contracts.
At the minute, I earn $12.50 an hour. 3 12-hour shifts would be the minimum I could do, but that would literally be to cover my very, very basic needs. You okay? I'm driving to work every day. So I used to put roughly around £40 a month in my car and it would fill the car up and it would last the whole month. And I'm putting around £40 a week in now to half fill the car and it literally just about lasts the week. And sometimes I have to put a bit more in. If I was a single mum, I don't think I would be able to work full time because I don't know who would fetch my children at 6 o'clock at night and put them in bed and everything.
So do you want it the black or the red side?
90% of single-parent households are headed by women, and just under half are living in poverty.
I have to give up my work. I'm just too stressed thinking about how I'm gonna pay this. And also the traveling cost. I can't afford to go every day to work and that my wages go on my travel rather than food or other expense I need to spend it on. I'm relying on university credit at the moment, and like a good 70% goes straight to my rent. Sometimes it does happen, I have to stop my debit from certain bill, and it's just awful to then have to top up the following month, but sometimes you just don't have choice.
I spend the next 3 days braiding my own hair, or I pay somebody's rent.
Yeah, I didn't realize how expensive being a girl is until I moved to America, because I used to get everything done professionally until I moved here, because there's absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. Because I went from paying like $30 in South Africa to get my hair done, paying what, $10, $20 to get my nails done. I do my own nails. I braid my own hair. I mean, now I look a little crazy. But yeah, I used to get my eyebrows threaded. Absolutely not. Not in this economy, because why am I paying $40 to get my eyebrows threaded? Why are y'all paying $100 to $200 to get your nails done? Why are you guys paying $200 to $600 to get your hair braided? I think the fuck not. So yeah, I'm saving all that money, and I'm still broke.
Talking about how if you live in this economy, this day and age, and you are single and you pay all your bills yourself, don't have no help, you a badass. Because baby, the price tag is high over here.
Y'all remember when we were able to do our nails every 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks, like clockwork at that nail salon. Now it's every 4 to 6 weeks that they finna see us. And a lash tech? Yeah, a lash tech hasn't seen me in over a year, because I've been doing lash clusters for that long. And thank goodness I'm able to do my own hair, because a hair salon will not see me either. This is not the economy for all this maintenance. It's not.
You know, you hear them talk, and I say to myself,
I remember when we were able to do our nails every 2 weeks.
you know, you hear them talk, and I say to myself, why are you doing that anyway? Seriously, I'll tell you, my lady here right now, and guys know, guys that go overseas know, she goes to the, every 3 months when she gets it straightened, and then they do her hair for her, right? But and I'll tell you this, I'm going to pay for it. Why? Why am I going to pay for her to get her hair done? It'll cost me $140, and that's 3 months. She's not in the mirror like when we want to go out. She gets ready, boop, do her hair. It may take 30 minutes to blow dry it, do it, we're gone. All of this going to the beauty supply store, picking up all these products, or not even just that, going to the nail salon, getting your nails done, too much, and talking about how you can't do it anymore, is entitled. Seriously, a lot of you ladies in the West, I got to call it what it is. You're too entitled, and you're used to having things your way, but not in this hard time we're living in. That has to stop.
A man to heal my pain, but now I just want a man, not even really need, but just want a man to heal these bills.
Big and big and big.
Is he paying your car note? Is he paying your insurance? Is he giving you some money every week to save? Okay. Are you debt free? Is your credit cards being paid every month?
Big and big and big.
Ask them, give me money.
Big and big and big.
I don't like to ask and I don't beg. So I be
Big and big and big.
What's your biggest fear?
Well, get married to a loser and have to work.
Big and big and big. Big in the style.
Lakeshore dream, moonlit.
Seen that girl who makes $40,000 more than her husband, and she keeps saying that they split bills 50-50 because the household bills are split evenly, but he actually puts in an additional $1,000 towards her car loan. So really the person that's making $40,000 less is putting more overall towards the bills. Gone on here and shared how my husband and I split bills. And no, it's not like that. So I know how vulnerable it could be to put it all out there. I think the point is that if you had just a dash of BFFR, then things could go so much differently, because people are eating her alive in the comments. Commenters are saying, well, then it's not 50-50. And she's like, yes, it is. And other people are saying, well, it's not fair because he makes less. And she's like, how is it not fair? I made 2 follow-up videos that I've seen so far, where she kind of doubles down and insults the commenters who are saying that it's not fair. I feel like if she just said, like, no, it's not fair right now, but I'll pay off this loan in July 2025, and then afterwards I could put in an even bigger chunk, more than him, towards our mortgage, I feel like things could have gone so much differently. Because it seems like her denial is what is irritating people more. I think this is just a lesson in social media where you would probably get less hate if you would just be FFR with yourself.
Yeah, see, this right here, this is what men are looking for, right? She's standing, not even standing up for the man. You're making 40,000 more than him, and he's putting an extra 1,000 on the bills. And I'm surprised that she's actually upset with that. And there were other ladies in the comments that were upset with that. I gotta say this: not all American women are like this. But what do I say? A large majority. And like the last man said in the last video, are begging.
That we are married, husband and wife, which by the way remains unchanged from when we were dating and engaged, but will change once he becomes an attending. For context, he's a surgical resident and I am a nurse and a content creator, and I make the majority of my income through social media. Housing costs. I pay 100% of it, including all of the utilities, sewage, whatever, all of the miscellaneous things. They are all on auto pay and they are all under my account. I'm fairly certain that Kevin has no idea how much a trash bill or water bill is, and that's fine. Vacations and holidays. I pay for all of the flights, hotels, any sort of the major expenses. Kevin is the one with a Costco card, so he is the one who books the rental car if we need one. In terms of meals, if he wants to take a pretty girl on a date, then he's gotta pay. So he pays for the meals. Our animals, Lucky and Lily, I cover all of their vet bills, all of their food and stuff is under auto pay on my Chewy account. Kevin will sometimes order snacks and treats for them. While Kevin is in residency, I did not want him to worry about finances. I told him that he can max out his 401k, invest in his Roth, do all the things that he's supposed to do, and whatever is left over, then we can use for life. Now, that's my girl. He's about to finish residency next year, which means that he's going to be making attending money, which is significantly more than what he is making now. So even if he makes less than me, we will be reversing the roles. My money will be my money, and his money will be our money. I am the more financially savvy one, so I am doing all of the investments and all of that, and Kevin just wants to be focused on his work. We are both going to work as hard as we can, but we are both happy not to be the breadwinner. If either of us wants to step up and make a bunch of money, we are both happy for the other person.
Man, this is winning. This is what men want. But do you see what she said on top of everything, right? She plans everything. She's the financial planner because she's best with money, and she's sacrificing. She's taking one for the team. This is what men want. And where is she from? Yeah, of course she lives in America right now, but she is an import. This is why men travel. And I gotta say, I'm not going to take that back, but I will say there are a few ladies like this, even a few black women, but it's not enough. It's not enough. So what's happening right now? things are in shambles. And whose fault is it? Come on now. You already know who. I don't want to play the blame game, but everybody knows who. But I want you to see the flip side of that, right? Because look at her. Look at the aesthetic too, right? She's cute, almost gorgeous, right? But she's cute. And not only is she supporting him, she has the figure. She has what? The triple F's, baby. Fit, feminine, and friendly. And I bet you she's feminine and delicate.
Couldn't agree more.
Of black women being right. Black women are saying they're not going 50-50 with no man due to the fact that they are already disadvantaged when working a job, and they are promised to be paid significantly less than their male counterparts. According to Reuters Online, Reuters, whatever that damn website is called, MasterCard is paying black women significantly less on the dollar. Starbucks and Activision and other companies are followed and accompanied by that list. So with that said, yes, the black women are not wrong. They are paid significantly less on the dollar than their male counterparts.
I want you guys, without insulting me, to prove to me what the benefit of marrying you guys is if you're not a provider, right? Please use logic and make it make sense. Because in my previous video, all I said was I don't believe that it is a flex for a woman to be proposed to by or married to a man that is not a provider. Reason being is because women get married and they start cooking, cleaning, packing lunches, serving a man, washing his clothes, folding them, putting them away. They feel as though they have to lower their voice, they have to dress different, and they have to lose their entire identity over a man, right? And then those same women are working full-time jobs and helping with the bills, right? The crazy thing is, if you guys are equal and you're doing the exact same thing, you're going 50% on the bills, he's going 50% on the bills. But only you are cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry and physically taking care of the kids. That man is just there. So in reality, you're in servitude to a lazy ass man that's taking advantage of you. Prove me wrong.
You can't make this.
What sense does it make? Now, men try to turn it around and say, well, in that case, we're slaves to you guys because we work and then give you guys the money or pay all the bills. No, because raising children, cooking, cleaning, and packing your lunches, doing laundry is a job. You guys act like it's not a job because you just view women as these pieces of property and not people. But if you go and live on your own and you want someone to do those things for you, you will probably have to hire multiple different people and have to pay them by the hour or be on some type of subscription. So make it make sense. You find it suitable to pay those employees, but not your wife, for doing the same service. These are multiple jobs, okay, that a woman is doing. And then really, yeah, you getting the money, but women are managing it most of the time because men are idiots. You guys may be the same age or maybe older, but mentally you're behind 10 years, biologically. It's like raising another child. You guys be mama's boy or the father went around or you had a horrible example of a man around. I'm just saying, I really don't think it's nothing to argue about. It's just something that needs to change. Now, if you want to find a woman to go 50-50, fine. But I feel as though if I'm going 50-50 with the man and he don't want to cook and clean, he needs to hire multiple different people for that service and see how expensive it is. So by the time you're done paying them people to do your half of the chores, your half of the cooking and all of that stuff like that, you're going to realize you should have just gave me the money.
I'm praying for a money tree right now. Because let me tell you, being a single girl and living on your own is expensive. No joke, right? Being a woman is hard. Maintenance, hair, nails, lashes, eyebrows. Let me tell you, it is no joke. I feel like I need about 1 million jobs to just keep up with life. Also, I had these little bangs put in and I think I like them, but I'm just getting used to them. But yeah. how many hours I work a week will never ever give me enough money for my life. And people always say to me, yeah, but Jodie, if you earn like 10 grand a month, you'd never be satisfied because you'd want to spend more. And they're probably right. But if I had that amount of money every month, at least I'd be able to just like deal with like the maintenance. And people say, oh, just like, you know, take things out of your life. Bitch.
Like how y'all doing? How are y'all surviving? It's getting rough out here. I'm just looking at my utility bills for the month. $412 electric bill. Almost $250 gas bill. That one was actually cheaper than it had been. My water bill's on the way. It'll at least be $300 to $350. House payment, car insurance, cell phones, Wi-Fi. The price of food. Just went grocery shopping, $550 for hopefully 2 weeks, but it never lasts 2 weeks. I'll be back at the store multiple times for snacks for the kids' lunches, fruit, milk. And then let's not talk about when you need the other stuff like toilet paper, paper towels, body wash, shampoo, $150 by the time you get all that. Cleaning supplies. Your girl needs socks. Like, it's like not funny, but like laugh or what else can we do? Like, something has got to change. This is BS, man. I'm scared to death for when my kids are grown-ups. Like, it is struggling out here.
People surviving financially nowadays, because me and my husband make decent money. We only have one child. We have regular cars. We're still paying them off, so we have car payments. We live in a decent area, nothing fancy. And I feel like we're constantly struggling. And there's people that make less money than me and us, actually, and they're living wild lives. Like, are people just racking up all this debt? Or am I just doing something really, really, really wrong? Because I feel like I'm always trying to pay something off, or I'm always on a budget. And then student loans are due next month and nobody's talking about it. Like, how?
I'll tell you how, right? Because during this whole video, you're one of the ladies that got it right. Because even a man and a woman is going to struggle together. But as you said, you're living the life and you're going through it with your husband. All right? You don't look as stressed out. I'm sure you're worried, but you don't look as bad as the other ladies. Some of them are just entitled. And we can see that in the video, right? The ones that got their hair done, making videos, entitled. They want the extras. But a lot of ladies are struggling. Single moms. It's bad out here. And so many ladies are paying the price of being single in a bad economy. And yes, some realize I need a 50-50 man, but a lot still don't.
Being poor is so expensive, and it is a lot cheaper to be rich. There are like a million examples that I can give, but one of the first things I think about is like all these credit card benefits. Like, I paid for a flight yesterday that was like $700, and I had like $700 in flight points, and the flight was basically free. Cost me nothing besides the fact that I am an avid user of my Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Now, you mean other people who are going to be on that same flight and going to spend their $700 on their own hard-earned money? And if it was me going through that flight, I get free lounge access, I get TSA pre-check, global entry, never pay for that, it comes with the credit card. I get free hotel nights, I get upgrades. Meanwhile, poor people don't have health insurance. One wrong thing, or car insurance, even insurance in general, one thing happens with your car, one thing happens with your health, and suddenly you're in mountains and mountains and mountains of debt. It is so fucking poor. The next time you want to defend a rich person as a poor person, just remember, like, don't ever defend men, don't ever defend rich people.
What were you trying to prove? A point? I mean, I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of hate after making that video. I'm sure you already did. I don't know when she made the video. I didn't look at the dates, but I don't. Why would you make that on the internet? People ain't thinking.
Answer's coming.